Ayahuasca diets, Ayahuasca dieta. It's something that many people struggle with when they booked with a retreat center, because it's not often clear. Like some people say, yes, you can eat that. No, you cannot eat that. This yes, this no, this no, this yes. It's a bit confusing. The thing is, we can say that there's almost as many diets that there are shamans. Some shamans, they would say, you don't need to do any diet. And some of them will be very strict on the diets. What we can agree to say about the most common points on dietas is that you have to eat without salt, without sugar, without oil, without milk or dairies, without alcohol, no red meat, no pork, no chili, no citric fruits, and then I will come back afterwards about all kind of drug stuff. Then some people, they say, yes, you can eat almonds. People say, no, you cannot eat almonds, and you can eat avocado. No, you cannot eat avocado. No. What we have to understand about this ayahuasca diet, it's more like a detox. In our countries, when I say our countries, I mean like in Europe or like North America or any developed countries, where we have a lot of processed food, processed sugar, sodas, and all this kind of junk stuff, actually, like not healthy food, and also the thing is, don't necessarily have a healthy lifestyle neither. So it's more a detox to prepare our stomach for the ayahuasca. Ayahuasca works a lot on the stomach, actually. So that's why it's very important to have this body prepared. Just for that, actually, normally, if you go to like a proper place, they're supposed to start the week with a cleansing ceremony. So it's about purging. Purging is, there are different ways of purging. You have by throwing up, by going to the loo, crying at the purge, eventually like making a massive scream. It's kind of a purge to release many things. So some people will do it with tobacco, which is very, very strong. It's not for beginners. Otherwise, other places generally do it with piñón colorado or piñón blanco, which are plants also, or lemongrass, hierba luisa, is the name here. And you will have to drink a lot of water until you purge. It's a way to clean the stomach. It's normally made early morning when you are when you haven't taken your breakfast yet. This is a way to prepare the stomach also for the ayahuasca. And I want to talk about. So don't worry too much, but it's important to clean your body, and it's not a big deal, because many people call me also like, yeah, but I have to take the plane, and in the plane it's very hard to have like healthy food or food going with that. It's not a big deal if you have one meal with a bit of salt. The most important is that you make the effort to be as clean as possible until you come here, or any other places, I mean, to your retreat place. Now, ayahuasca is a pretty safe, it's a medicine, so it's safe. By essence, it's here to heal. It doesn't cause any damage in the body. There's no addiction, nothing. The only reason why it could be physically dangerous is if it is mixed with drugs, like cocaine, heroin, meth, and all this kind of stuff. And also, so it's good, especially for people who takes a lot of this kind of drugs, to stop it 1 month before. And also for all of the, if people take prescription for anxiety, for depression, epilepsy, bipolarity, schizophrenia, this has to be out of the body for at least 2 weeks if you want to be safe. What the risk? Heart arrest, death. It's a risk. So it's better to avoid that. It's also like, so anyway, I want to come back on something like, it's of course not recommended to take ayahuasca if you have epilepsy. If you are bipolar, the thing is, it might be okay if it's on one-on-one and monitored by someone who is an expert dealing with people with bipolarity. schizophrenia, same step for schizophrenia. Why? Because maybe during the ceremony it can make it a crisis, and this person can be violent and dangerous for him or herself and for the others. So that's why it's not recommended unless it's in this kind of very strict condition like this. Another thing, ayahuasca is not super, it's not amazing if you have very high blood pressure, because during the ceremony it could make your heart like race, and if you have high blood pressure, it's not good at all. So same thing for everybody, for everyone who has heart issues. And now about diabetes. Same, if you have diabetes type 1, we had experience with some people like this, but they have to monitor themselves for like a half an hour to make sure the insulin is right, and have someone ready to give a shot in case of. Type 2 and type 3 is generally okay because they are not diabetes types with massive crisis. But it's always good to avoid, or if you do that, do with someone who knows how to do it and to deal with you, and make sure you have like all the equipment in case of around to deal with any crisis. Or just don't hesitate to ask any questions in the comments, or join me on WhatsApp, and I do my best to answer your questions. And here, thank you very much for watching, and I hope maybe one day to meet you here in the rainforest. Have a good day.